got no plans at all. Evil man's always transcending. Fighter like sheep, swallow everything. Always simpletons or pretending.
This is your moment of clarity from LeeCamp.net. I'm sorry, but I must spend just a minute taking something away from you that you may like, although you also may hate it. And no, I'm not talking about sticking your junk in a pint of ice cream at the end of a hot summer day. I would never take that away from anyone, ever. No, I'm talking about reality TV, and I know it's a bit of a tired premise to sit here and berate reality television. I mean, no one really stands up and says they love reality TV, and those who do are the same type of people who tell you state fairs are mind-expanding. I mean, I guess if you were to get just the right kind of E. coli on your corn dog and it mixed perfectly with the salmonella on your pizza on a stick, you could end up with some pretty sweet hallucinations. Now, you might be thinking, Lee, you usually cover such important stuff. Why would you waste your time on something like Honey Boo Boo or Duck Vaginisty? And I'll tell you why. It's because we spend so much of our collective mental energy, mental awareness, waking hours on meaningless, empty, useless programs like reality TV that if I can take them away from just a few people, then I will be providing humankind with a valuable service on the level of space travel. Well, yeah, space travel. Plus, I have a more important point at the end that I'll get to. But I want to talk about reality TV like adults just for a minute. Let's think this through, alright? Chances are you already know they aren't really real. Pretty much everybody knows that they're manipulated and recut and put through a sausage grinder by some poor 23-year-old intern who thinks he's going to be the next Stanley Kubrick, but will probably just find himself on the business end of a porn movie. And I'm going to leave it to your imagination what meaning of business end I intended. The people who believe reality TV is really real are the same people who believe that Cheese Whiz is all natural because it says all natural on the side, but if you look closely, the word natural is spelled with an OL at the end and has a little trademark symbol, meaning all natural is a petroleum byproduct invented by the Cheese Whiz company at their factories in some small Chinese province. I happen to know several people who've actually been on reality TV shows, and they each told me stories about all the reshooting and editing that was done and how they were asked to say things they didn't even believe. And I even talked to a host of one of these shows, and she was furious that her words had been taken out of context. She was even more furious that her life had ended up in a place where she hosts a reality TV show. So if you know the show isn't real, then the next question is, how do I put this without sounding rude? Why the fuck would you watch it? Do you watch it because the acting is so good? Are you enthralled by the filmmaking or perhaps the lighting? You're just floored by the way they're able to bounce that glimmer off the neck cellulite of The Biggest Loser. Is that why? Really taken aback by the script writing? I'll tell you what, when Kim Kardashian said that thing about the meaning of life being more important than her Gucci handbag, I shed a tear. I'm a man, and I'm not ashamed to say I shed a tear. So why is half the country wasting their lives on these fucking spectacles? They aren't real, they aren't well acted, they aren't well written, they aren't well filmed, they aren't mind-blowing, and they're only funny if you think they're real. And again, if you think they're real, you've got the mental faculties of toaster strudel, which also isn't real. It's made from styrofoam anuses and pixie ejaculate. Just like One Direction. So maybe the lies of reality TV are just an offshoot of the world we've come to accept. Nowadays we assume our politicians are lying to us, our advertisements are lying to us, our gossip magazines are lying to us. I've never even read one, and I know that Jennifer Aniston has been pregnant approximately 735 times, which sounds like a lot. 80% of the history we teach our children is false. Most of the media is just liarrhea. Even names of things are now the opposite of truth. Our peacekeepers carry guns. Our defense forces invade countries. Our security forces breed instability. And most self-help books are just recipes for misery. Maybe lies are the new truth, and I'm just living in a bygone era. Or maybe in a world of lies, truth and real reality are more valuable than ever before. That's been your moment of clarity from LeeCamp.net. Leave a comment about whether you think I'm right or not. Also, check out the Moment of Clarity activist t-shirts at screens.com, made in America with fair labor practices. And that link's in the description. Also, the music here at the end is the song Complicity by Rooftop Revolutionaries. They're fucking awesome. Check them out. And yeah, keep fighting.
Genocide with suits and ties, let's